Hello everyone, joining me in this episode is someone who has a lot to share about his life, purpose, and what it means to grow up in this fast changing world. Let's start simple. Could you tell us your name, your school, class, and maybe a fun fact about yourself?
My name is Zhenphen Konchog Norbu. I'm from Tobgyel School, currently studying in grade 10, and I like swimming.
That was wonderful, Zhenphen. With this is Najin Speaks, a space where young voices are heard, where real stories matter, and where the future of Bhutan speaks through its youth. Today, we will be diving into various topics that really matter to young people, starting from social media trends to TikTok challenges, mental health, stress, and even climate change. Let's get started. Now that we know a little bit about who you are, let's start with something that we think about: dreams and direction. So, what's something that genuinely excites you about growing up?
Okay, so one thing that genuinely excites me about growing up is the fact that when we grow up, we'll gain more freedom. So like we'll be able to socialize with other people more, and also go out of our boundaries, if you get what I mean. Like you just the idea of being able to go to university and meet people of greater knowledge and different diversity, it's quite a fun thing for me.
Yeah, true. So, what does success look like for you? Is it happiness, purpose, or something else?
Okay, so success. In my eyes, I would view success as whatever makes me happy. So, for example, I wouldn't have to become the richest man in the world to become a successful person. Just the fact that I have accomplished my own goals would mean that I have succeeded.
That's really nice. So, when things doesn't go as planned, what helps you to stay grounded and motivated?
So, when things don't go as planned, I'm personally somebody who believes that we should just go with the flow. So, no matter what you do, you shouldn't like having plans is good, but at the same time, I feel that you should be more relaxed and adapt to what life brings us. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you believe it's okay to take your time figuring out who you want to be in life?
Mm, yeah, definitely. I feel like everybody they adapt to things differently. They grow differently. Like just because I wanted to be a pilot in grade 4 doesn't mean that I still want to be a pilot right now. So in this changing world, like evolving world, just because you want to be something right now doesn't mean that you want to be the same thing in a few years.
Yeah, very true. And let's slide into the digital universe we basically live
Right.
in. So, according to the recent survey, it says that teens spend an average of 3 to 4 hours daily on social media. So, do you think social media has like made young people more confident or more self-conscious?
Oh, this is a topic which is debated, but I personally think it goes to the self-conscious part, considering the fact that young people, especially like me or others of my age, they get easily influenced by social media, by the unreal beauty standards. Some people even tend to get pressurized into cosmetic surgery just because their favorite K-pop idols wear a crazy ton of makeup and put on a lot of filters.
Yeah. And what's something you have seen recently that genuinely inspired you or made you think differently?
So recently, there's the global peace prayer which is going on. And then the fact that a kingdom like Bhutan, we are regarded as a small country, the fact that we were able to host this type of festival and bring people together, it just shows that in a world of uncertainty, war, famine, our country is trying to make a difference. That our country is striving for love, peace, and hope.
So
Yes.
now shifting to something that affects all of us. You know, Bhutan is one of the carbon negative countries in the world, but you can see impacts like yet the climate impacts are still going on.
Definitely.
So what's one environment change you have noticed recently that really made you think?
One environmental change. So recently there have been, okay, so normally after trip up, rain tends to stop, right?
Yeah.
But then this time, rain continued due to, and then there were prolonged monsoons, and there was also the cyclone in the Bay of Bengal,
Oh, yes, yes.
which caused a lot of damage and losses to the
Yes.
hydropower projects, and it also resulted in the Damchu to Chuka bypass. As we speak, it is still not fixed, which is quite devastating.
So, as as a coming generation, do you feel like it's becoming more serious, or like, are you worried about this?
I'm, I feel like climate change and global warming itself has a really great impact on us. Like, I can't imagine what the world will be in a few decades.
Yes. And if someone says like one person can't make a difference, how would you respond?
So, if somebody tells me and says one person can't make a difference, I'll simply give them the example of Karma Kelvin.
Karma Calvin.
Yeah, or Namgye from Trashnology Toppers.
And
Or
why?
because like, also Karma Jimmy from Paro FC's president. These people are extremely inspiring, and I would say that these people were able to make a difference because it's just one man and his dream.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody would have supported the idea of donating to every single place in rural Bhutan, or about starting a football club, which greatly impacted Bhutan's football standards. Yes.
Yes. And how do you think schools or youths could get more involved in climate actions?
So overall, I feel like you wouldn't really need to join volunteer groups if you can do up your own part, especially by helping at home. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
By segregating your waste, by um, turning off the water tap, turning off your lights, saving electricity. It greatly helps our planet and also our country.
And that's something we can do, the smallest thing we can do to help
Yes.
the environment, right?
Yes.
And now moving on to the next segment, let's talk about something that everyone experiences, but they often doesn't always talk about that, mental health, right? So mental health, it's not just about being happy or sad, it's about how we feel, how we think, and how we deal with the life problems. So when you hear the word mental health, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
When when I first hear the word mental health, I think about the PEMA Secretariat. It's an organization which deals with mental health. And also I get reminded of words like peacefulness, mindfulness, and depression, especially depression. I feel like these words tend to dabble with the word mental health quite a lot.
And do you how do you usually check in with yourself? Like, how do you know you are mentally doing okay or not?
So I'm quite an extroverted person. So the day I stop talking to other people, socializing and interacting with others, there's something wrong with me.
And what's something small that instantly lifts your mood when you're having a rough day?
Oh, so I would definitely say music.
Music.
But at the same time, having talks with my grandma about what she's done in her life.
That's so sweet. And do you think young people today like feel safe opening up about like their struggles, or there's still a bit stigma around?
Now, this is quite a questionable question because that really depends on the person. Sometimes people tend to go to therapy to take care of themselves, but then other people, especially in um, countries which have not opened up to the idea of mental health and expressing emotions, they tend to veil what is good and what is bad. And then mental health is really stigmatized, I'd say.
Yeah. And have you ever found like comfort or healing through creative, like music, writing, art? You mentioned that already, right?
Yeah,
Music.
yeah.
And how like
Okay, so I would define myself as a polymath who doesn't really seek knowledge in one particular field, but then tries to expand it with evolution. So you mentioned music, right? I like playing the ukulele, and then in terms of in terms of art, I also like to paint and draw and sketch. Not only that, but for sports, I like swimming and others.
Oh wow, that's really wonderful. So moving on to the last segment, which is about pop culture and entertainment. What's your current favorite movie, maybe series or show,
Okay,
and why
so
do you love that?
what do I love?
Love it, yeah.
My favorite show is, I'm not sure if you know about it. It's A Grave of Fireflies, The Grave of Fireflies by Hayao Miyazaki. It's an anime,
Anime.
animation,
Oh.
but it has a really deep and emotional background. So it talks about how people in Japan, they went through war and stuff, right? So during that time, people, especially children, they were extremely burdened with responsibility. People were dying due to starvation, being killed. Their parents were nowhere to be found. So it's something which I feel like,
Emotional, right?
yeah, it impacts the rest of the
Yeah.
world.
True, true. And how much do you think entertainment influences the way young people dress, talk, or behave these days?
Okay, so entertainment has a really, really big part. It plays a big part in the way people do things. One thing I would mention is something which Kinsel has already covered: fear of missing out. FOMO.
FOMO.
It appeared on news. It was about how children were easily, they were scared of not being related or in the trend. So I feel like especially youth in my at of my age, they tend to get influenced by um,
The trends.
trends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think pop culture can be like used to bring attention to issues like climate change, mental health, and like social justice?
Definitely. It's 100% because pop culture overall, I'm pretty sure it refers to popular culture.
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
it doesn't just focus on one age. It goes for a vast and big audience with different age gaps.
Yeah,
So
very true. And finally, if you could like send one message to all the young people who are listening right now, what would it be?
okay, so if I could send one message to all the young people listening right now, I would like to reiterate what His Majesty said. His Majesty told the Gelsups that everything that is being done for the youth is so that they are prepared, so that they are able to succeed, and so that they are empowered. He also reminded the Gelsups that every opportunity which is given, it is of the moment. So I feel like all of us have the responsibility to do our best and give our best for our country.
Wow, it was really amazing. So that's a wrap for today's conversation on a topic that really matters to young people. A big thank you to Zhenphen Konchog Norbu for sharing your thoughts and experiences with us. Remember, keep speaking, keep sharing, and keep shaping the baton you want to see. Until next time.